Thank you guys for being here, reading this book with me. Thank you for all the support, endorsement I had in my previous episode, my first episode on YouTube. Thank you for the precious time you're spending here, reading with me, learning with me. I will cut the crap and I will go directly to what we are here for. High atop the steps of the Pyramid of Giza, a young woman laughed and called down to him, "Robert, hurry up! I knew I should have married a younger man." Her smile was magic. He struggled to keep up, but his legs felt like stone. "Wait," he begged, "please." As he climbed, his vision began to blur. There was a thundering in his ears. I must reach her. But when he looked up again, the woman had disappeared. In her place stood an old man with rotting teeth. The man stared down, curling his lips into a lonely grimace. Then he let out a scream of anguish that resounded across the desert. Robert London awoke with a start from his nightmare. The phone beside his bed was ringing. Dazed, he picked up the receiver. "Hello? I am looking for Robert London," a man's voice said. London sat up in his empty bed and tried to clear his mind. "This is Robert London." He squinted at his digital clock. It was 5:18 a.m. "I must see you immediately." "Who is this?" "My name is Maximilian Kohler. I'm a discreet particle physicist." "A what?" London could barely focus. "Are you sure you've got the right London? You're a professor of religious iconology at Harvard University. You've written 3 books on symbology, and do you know what time is it?" "I apologize. I have something you need to see. I can't discuss it on the phone." A knowing groan escaped London's lips. This had happened before. One of the perils of writing books about religious symbology was the calls from religious zealots who wanted him to confirm their latest sign from God. Last month, Last month, a stripper from Oklahoma had promised London the best sex of his life if he would fly down and verify the authenticity of a cruciform that had magically appeared on her bed sheets. The Shroud of Tulsa, London had called it. "How did you get my number?" London tried to be polite despite the hour. "On the World Wide Web, the site for your book." London frowned. He was damn sure his book site did not include his home phone number. The man was obviously lying. "I need to see you," the caller insisted. "I'll pay you well." Now London was getting mad. "I'm sorry, but I really... If you leave immediately, you can be here by... I'm not going anywhere." "It's 5 o'clock in the morning." London hung up and collapsed back in bed. He closed his eyes and tried to fall back asleep. It was no use. The dream was emblazoned in his mind. Reluctantly, he put on his robe and went downstairs. First, we're gonna recap all the new words we learned before, and then we go for today's new words. So, raspy, it means rough voice. Grinding, it means with not stopping. So he was pressing down the white hot object with not stopping. And then broiling, it means burning. And then we have solace, it means condolences, or it means things that makes you feel at ease or comfort. So he was only comfortable or at ease because he knew that the attacker would never obtain what he had come for. And then produced means to show up something. And then hovered, it's like to move, but in a certain point of the air, in the air. So the blade hovered, so he was like moving the blade before doing what he was doing, what he did, later on. So today's new words, we have, let's go, high atop the steps of... So he struggled, he begged, must reach her. Alright, so grimace. So we have grimace, let's highlight it, and then I'll go with my dictionary. This is the only dictionary I have right here. So if you got any other dictionaries, better ones, so please tell me or leave us a link or whatever in the comment section.
Grimace.
Grimace means to make an ugly expression with your face to show pain or disgust. So it's like curling his lips into a lonely grimace. So he was he was showing he was in pain or in disgust. Then he let out a scream of anguish. Anguish. Not sure, but it sounds like being angry, I guess. Let's see. Copy and paste here with no. Okay.
Anguish.
Anguish. Anguish. Okay. So it means severe pain, mental suffering, or unhappiness. Let's go with some examples. He groaned in anguish. So he was like, he was screaming because of being in pain. Tears of anguish filled her eyes. So she was, because she was very sad, or in mental suffering. So because she was in mental suffering, she cried a lot, or. So anguish cries, right? So then he let out a scream of anguish. So because he was sad or in mental pain, so he screamed. Then he rang days, picked up the receiver, blah 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 blah, Lola, and tried. Squinted at. Highlight and copy. I should copy first and then highlight. Okay, so all right, not the VPN. Wrong button. Okay, so we have this one. Squint at. Oh, no E. Squint at. Okay, squint at.
Squint at.
I squinted at him. So he squinted at the girl. So it's like look at, I guess. All right, let's go with squint with no ED. All right, squint. To look at something with your eyes partly shut. With your eyes partly shut in order to keep out the bright light or to see better. Oh, it happens with me a lot. Like when I'm outside, I squint at things, or I cannot look at things properly because my eyes really hurt when a lot of a dose of sunlight comes into my eyes. So squint into the sun. All right, so to look at the sun, trying to get less bright, less sunshine into the eyes. Sorry. Squint at. Let's go squint at. All right. Squint at. All right. So okay. So I think like because he just woke up, so he couldn't have his eyes wide opened, so he only squinted just like open them, just a little. So sorry. All right, so letter. Okay, go down, go down. Something discussed on the phone. Perils. All right, perils here. Copy and then highlight. Oh, there's no highlight option, just highlight option. Highlight. Then we go to the dictionary. All right, so perils. Okay.
Perils.
Perils. So perils are great dangers. In spite of great perils, in spite of great dangers, I have survived. The perils of the sea, the danger of the sea, or the dangers of the sea. So one of the dangers of writing books about religious symbology was the calls from religious zealots. Highlight and copy, and then we go here. Right. Zealots. If you describe someone as zealot, you think that their views and actions are very extreme, especially in following particular political or religious beliefs. So extremists, I guess, extremists. Okay, so he was forceful, but by no means zealot. So he could convince people, but he wasn't extremist or extremist. Yeah. So let's go down. Fanatic. Oh, okay. So it means fanatics. All right. So London. Okay, so blah 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 blah. Cruciform. Okay, appear bed sheet. Okay. London tried to apply despite the hour. Despite the hour. Okay, so I believe like everyone knows the meaning of despite the hour, but it's my first time to sit in this forum like despite the hour. Okay, so despite the hour is like because he was trying to be polite. It was too late, but he was trying to be polite. Yeah, that's what he meant. What he meant by despite the hour. Okay, so include phone number, the man of something. Immediately. Are you going anywhere? Line or collapse in bed. Emblazoned. Emblazoned. Copy and highlight. I wish I knew how to have these shortcuts. Emblazoned.
Emblazoned.
If something is emblazoned with the design, word, or letters, or they are clearly drawn, printed, or sewn on it. So okay, so emblazoned in his mind, like pictured in his mind, I guess. Yeah. Let's get more examples on emblazoned. The Republic's new flag was emblazoned with the ancient symbol of the Greek Macedonian dynasty. T-shirt with mystique emblazoned on it. All right, and then went downstairs. Okay, so that's all for the day. Tell me what words you knew before. What words you made a further search on. Which words we escaped in here, but you had no idea about. Leave them in the comment section. Let's discuss them together. And thank you for your time. See you next time.